What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon TCG Live today with my Team Rocket's Nidoqueen and Team Rocket's Nidoking EX deck. We got the little Giovanni in the corner, of course, because Giovanni had both Nidoqueen and Nidoking at some point in the video game. Pretty excited to be using this because of that, and also they're both not in the main series game currently. They're not in Scarlet and Violet, so really fun to be able to use Nidoking and Nidoqueen. They're really fun classic Gen 1 Pokemon too. So if you haven't seen Team Rocket's Nidoqueen, it's got the attack Love Impact. This is the main reason why I wanted to use them both in the same deck. It might seem like a bad idea to put two stage 2s with no draw engine, no abilities in the same deck, but the attack of Nidoqueen kind of makes it worth it and gives us a nice single price attacker. So Love Impact for Dark Energy, it does 60 damage, and then if you have a Pokemon that has Nidoking in its name on your bench, this attack does 120 more damage. So we're hitting for 180. We're knocking out Typhlosion. We're knocking out Mew without weakness. We're knocking out Squawkabilly. We're knocking out Gardevoir with weakness. We're 2-hit KOing pretty much everybody. It's a pretty decent attack, and one Dark Energy's pretty efficient. And then we can use Mega Kick if we don't have a Nidoking in play, because we do play the Team Rocket's energy. So we can use this for a single Team Rocket's energy or a single attachment. And then the Team Rocket's Nidoking EX, if you haven't seen this guy yet, 2 attacks, Tainted Horn for 2 dark and a colorless. Again, it can be powered up with the Team Rocket's energy plus Dark Energy. It does 100 damage, and then your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned, and then during Pokemon checkup, put 8 damage counters on that Pokemon instead of 1. So you're doing 100, and then in between turns you're doing 80. It's not a bad amount of damage. It's basically the same as Nidoqueen, right? Because Nidoqueen does 180 with the Nidoking in play. But if your opponent's active is like a Dragapult, for example, and they don't retreat it, which it's kind of hard to retreat it and put it back in the active and attack with it. So unless they have like multiple Dragapults powered up, or even like a Charizard, you're going to be hitting it for, 180, then coming back into your turn, it's 240, then going back into their turn, it's 320. So it's the perfect amount to knock out Dragapult with one attack, basically. The problem is then you'd maybe have to move your Nidoking, and you have a 3 retreat cost, and you don't really want to lose all your energies. But you can knock out things and put your opponent in a tricky spot with the Tainted Horns. But we also have 330 HP, so we're also not easy to knock out. So the combination of our EX, our Nidoking, being really bulky, and Tainted Horns, eventually knocking him out, like putting him on a timer it kind of is tricky to play around. It's not too bad. It's not amazing, but it's not too bad. And then we have Kingly Impact, which if you're using 2 Team Rocket's energies, you can use this attack for just 2 energies. We're doing 240, which knocks out Fez, which is the nice thing, knocks out Raging Bolts, knocks out the basic EXs for the most part. Overall, in testing, it's actually been surprisingly decent. Might seem pretty difficult to get out 2 stage 2s, like I said, without abilities, without a draw engine, but we're playing the Team Rocket's draw engine, so it's pretty strong, and this is the version and the cards that I've liked the most as I've been testing it. So let's go over it real quick, then we'll hop into the games, and I'll throw up the full deck list so you can see it. Pretty much for Pokemon, we're just playing the Nidorinas, or Nidorans, and Nidoking Queen lines. Then we have the 1 Mimikyu, 1 Articuno. Space is pretty tight. Then we have a bunch of the Team Rocket's orders, a few energies because we don't need that many. We don't want to draw into a bunch. And then just some searchable cards that will help us, help the deck to function. So we have more Nidoqueens than we have Nidokings, because it is a single prize attacker, but also this Nidorina here, it has the attack that's basically TM Evolution, except a little better. You can do Dark Awakening and then choose, for a single Dark, choose 2 of your Dark Pokemon for each of those Pokemon, search your deck for a card that evolves from that Pokemon, and put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it. So it can evolve itself, which TM Evo you can't do. It only does the bench guys. So it's pretty nice, because then you could, evolve the active guy if for some reason it's not going to get knocked out. But in most situations, you'd probably rather evolve the bench. But we're having more of this guy because this is a single prize attacker, but also because it's basically a TM Evo in its own attack. But we also do have TM Evo because if we go first, this card is great because we go Proton, bench a bunch of Nidorans, we evolve into this guy, then we can use this on our second turn if we had gone first. If we're going second though, TM Evolution is a lot better, and it's still very good to have in the deck because, we're not going to be able to evolve. We're basically a turn behind. So having access to the TM Evolution, I still think is worth it. I haven't used it, but I think the idea of it is still very much worth having in the deck. Getting everything we want in our first turn or to get set up is the most difficult part about the deck, but I do have 2 TM Evos in here still. Then we have the 4-3-3 line and then 3-2-2. You pretty much don't need more than 2 Nidokings. You can can just kind of have it sitting on the bench and then be attacking with the Nidoqueen and be 2-hit KOing things, kind of putting your opponent in an awkward spot. They have to chase this thing down, and we have so much HP, they may not be able to one-shot it. Raging Bolts, of course, will be probably pretty difficult, and they can one-shot us, but we have a little bit of disruption with Archer that could probably be our best chance against a deck like that. Then for the other two Pokemon that aren't the Nidorans, we've got Articuno and Mimikyu. Articuno is still nice because it protects our Nidorans when we're getting set up from Dragapult's attack, but also Mimikyu is really nice because it gives us a free retreat pivot. So if we don't have a guy powered up and somebody gets knocked out, we can promote this, and it's protected from Dragapult with Articuno. So they kind of work perfectly for that. But also, I haven't used this as its attack very frequently, and I'm not putting it in here just for the attack. If I was, I don't think it's worth running. The free retreat is very nice, but its attack is really good if you do use it. It can be used for a single Team Rocket's energy, and you can copy Charizard, you copy Dragapult, especially if we're up against a deck that is probably a terrible matchup, is the Terra Greninja, the fighting one, because we're weak to fighting, because these guys are, you know, poison types in the video game, they're weak to ground. I don't know, the TCG weaknesses doesn't always make the most sense, but this can copy Greninja's attack, and because we're a psychic type, we hit Greninja for weakness and we could one-shot it. So it's pretty nice for that. It's not the most common thing you'll run into, but I liked including it, and that's it for the Pokemon. We have 9 basics, I think. Then for the trainers, we have, looking at the supporters first, we have 4 Proton. If you haven't seen this card, it lets you use it on your first turn going first, so you can use it when you'd usually not be able to play a supporter. And then you get to search your deck for 3 basic Team Rockets Pokemon and put them into your hand. It's really nice because they go into your hand, not your bench. So this card isn't dead, even though it's probably not going to be your best supporter to play after the first couple turns of the game. It gets things to your hand, so you can play it even if you wouldn't be able to play it. Like, for example, Buddy Poffin. You can't play this if your bench is full, whereas Proton you could. And it's nice because also, when you play a Team Rocket supporter and you have Team Rocket's Factory in play, you get to draw 2 cards. So, kind of synergizes with that. Also though, because it's searchable off of the Transceiver, I've been going and I've been enjoying using mostly the Proton to find our basics. Because deck space is tight, we can just play Protons, the Transceivers, and we don't have to play as many like Buddy Poffins or Nest Balls, and our Ultra Balls can be used to find your evolutions instead. But at the same time, it is very possible to not get Transceiver or Proton in your starting hands. It's happened to me a lot. So I do have a Buddy Poffin in here in addition, and I would maybe play another one or maybe even Nest Balls, but I think in our deck here, Nest Balls isn't as good, but if we were actually playing other Pokemon that aren't searchable off of Buddy Poffin, pretty much it's just Articuno. So Buddy Poffin searches for almost everything, but one Buddy Poffin I think is still nice, and it is searchable off of Secret Box or searchable off of Petrel. Say we start with Petrel, we don't have the Transceiver and we don't have the Proton, it gets us something at least. And if you think about it, we're starting with the basic. Proton searches us for 3 basics. So we have 4 of our 6, you know, bench space filled up on our first turn. You don't need a whole lot more searching besides for that. So the basic searching cards are kind of dead or not as good after that first turn if you're able to use the Proton. It's just, in theory, it sounds really good, but you can whiff it, and it is your supporter, so there's drawbacks. But then we have 4 Ariana, very good draw supporter. It's like Lily. We have only Team Rockets Pokemon, and that's why playing the Team Rockets cards just with each other is really nice. Then we have 2 Boss, or Uzma. It's switch our guy and switch our opponent's guy. It's pretty nice since our guy has a huge retreat cost too. Both of them do. So we're able to have a little bit more mobility with the Giovanni. Then we have 2 Archer, gives us some hand disruption like I said. It's nice when our guys are getting knocked out, and it's surprisingly good draw supporter, especially with the Stadium in play. We're getting to draw, see 5 new potentially cards. It's not Marnie or Iono, it doesn't put them to the bottom of the deck, so you could see some of the same, but then you also have the Stadium that draws you 2, so it's pretty good. Then we have the 1 Petrel. I like this because it would search for a lot of our one-of items. It also searches us for rare candy. We're not playing Arven and we are playing stage 2, so it's pretty nice to have access to it. I think it's just a nice niche 1 of supporter. Then we have the 4 Transceivers, 4 Ultra Balls to find our evolution. Transceivers very, very, very strong. And I was trying Pokegear, but it's not enough room and it wasn't very helpful, so it's not like we have more supporters. We have the same amount of supporters, so sometimes like you're playing Pokegear and you're just getting the same things you already have in your hand, or you're whiffing. I mean, Transceiver's just so good. If we were to do anything, maybe increasing like boss counts or increasing Petrel, I've thought about that, but I kind of like the numbers and space is pretty tight. Then we have, I wish these was in order in terms of quantity, like on Limitless. Then we have 2 rare candies. I only had 1 at first, but 2 is really nice because it's very possible to go rare candy Nidoking, rare candy Nidoqueen, turn 2, and attack, because we don't need anything besides the Pokemon and a single energy, and we could, well, if you're attacking with Nidoqueen, you already need, or Nidoking, you need a second energy, but for Nidoqueen, you could just attack with 1. So it's pretty nice. Then we have, for recovery, 1 Super Rod, 1 Night Stretcher. I like having the Rod. It's actually pretty good. And then Night Stretcher is obviously very nice just to get it to your hands. 1 Vessel, 1 Buddy Poffin. Vessel is searchable off of Petrel, and it's all searchable off of Secret Box, so we can get our energies that way. Then we have Secret Box for our A-Spec. I've not played it very often because I haven't seen it, but it's very good because it can get us our TM Evos if we're like getting it early in the game. It just finds us the supporter we need for the turn. It finds us our factory to be able to refill our hand and draw some cards. It may not be the best A-Spec, but in theory, it sounded pretty good because I think the early game is the most difficult part. I did have 1 game where I drew it in my starting hand and I didn't have the other pieces, so it was able to get me the Proton and a Transceiver, basically kind of like 2 supporters, because you can get the Transceiver for the following turn and the Stadium to be able to draw some cards. It sounds pretty good. Something I was considering and don't have in the deck at all now is Wobbuffet plus Hero's Cape. If you really wanted to like protect Nidoking and attack with Nidoqueen, you can put a Hero's Cape on this guy and then use Wobbuffet to move damage if your opponent tries to damage this thing or knock it out when they whiff. Wobbuffet can move all of the damage counters from one of our Team Rocket's Pokemon to one of our opponents. I think it's to their active, so it's kind of cool, but it's kind of difficult, I think, to pull it off. And the Team Rocket's energies are way better used on Nidoking for the most part. And then I think that's all of the 2 supporters, or items and supporters. Then we have the 3 factory. I'd play 4, but 3's been fine, and space is so tight, so 3 is fine. Then we have the 2 TM Evolution and 1 Defiance Band. With the Defiance Band, if we're behind on prizes, Nidoqueen or Nidoking can knock out Fez or Ogerpon with their attack and be able to actually get a knockout, so we're not 2-hit KOing things. So it's pretty nice. I haven't actually had it come up, but I think the idea of it's pretty good to have. And then for energies, we just have the 4 Team Rockets energy and 3 dark. I'd like to maybe play more energies, but you really don't need more than 1 per turn, and we have ways to find them or get them back with Night Stretcher, Super Rod, Earthen Vessel. So 7 has been fine. I think the most frustrating thing, or the biggest moment it would be a huge problem, is if you can't use your TM Evolution or your Nidorina's Dark Awakening. That would be a problem and make it so you can't get set up. But I have been able to find everything I need for the most part, and it's been feeling pretty good, surprisingly. So hopefully we get some good games. There'll be a thing to copy and paste of the description if you are interested in trying out the deck. Let's hop in the games. All right, here we go with the Nidoqueen and Nidoking. Hopefully we can get some really good games. I'm really excited about this deck. It's also a Team Rockets deck without Spidops, which I thought was pretty cool. I have another one that I'm working on. My lady and I were actually playing together that does have Spidops, and it'll be very fun once we play it a little bit more and feel more like it's finished or tested enough. But I'm very excited about this one. All right, we have a really good hands. I think we just put this guy in the active. I don't want to bench Articuno unless we need to. Bench space could be tight. Also, we have the Oregon Team Rocket sound still. I don't mind them. I'm sorry if you find it annoying, but I like all of the game sound effects in general, so I'm going to keep them in. But we have the Proton, and we have the Nidorina. But this guy is not a female Nidoran, so we can't turn it into this one. So if we could get the Stadium, that'd be pretty nice to get some draw. All right, I actually played this. This was the last deck I played when I was testing, and that's very nice also. Okay, I think we're gonna put this on him just because it's so much better on him than on the other ones. And we'll get 1 of each, and we are actually gonna need the Articuno here so we can play it. And I'll probably get Mimikyu at some point for a pivot. We have, I think, all of our Nidoqueens and Kings and Nidorinas and Nidorinos. We have 2 Archers. We have the Petrel. We have our Candy. We have our Secret Box, Stretcher. Rod is in hands. Defiance Band, Team Evo. We have a lot. And then I don't even know if we prized a, no, we didn't prize any. No, we prized one of the Team Rockets ones. Let's play these guys. We'll play the Articuno. I do kind of want to have stuff in my hand to discard if we get Ultra Ball, though, but I think it's fine to put it down, especially we could get Iono'd. And we have TM Evo, too, if we end up needing to use it. But we'll evolve Nidorina. We'll play Ariana before we play TM Evo. And then we'd be able to draw one more card with it, but we're not going to be able to get like a, I guess Secret Box would let us get rare candy, but we're not going to be able to like Ariana into Petrel to get a rare candy or an Ultra Ball. So maybe we do play the TM Evo on the active. And our opponent, hopefully they're not popping off playing super aggressive. So hopefully they set up a little slower than us, but... Ooh, alright, they got a TM Evo turn 1. So they can easily probably attack next turn. Okay. This guy, those guys do die to Nidoking's attack. It can put him in an awkward spot. All right, that's it. Did we see anything else from them? Just Arvin for that. They played the Poffin. They didn't even play the Nest Ball. Did they? No, they didn't. Okay. Oh. All right, we're definitely playing this. I'm pretty tempted to try and just find an Ultra Ball now and start attacking. But, I mean, we'll have better odds if we play this, so I'm just going to do it. Is what it is. And we have the attack. We don't even need to play the Ultra Ball. Look at this hands. This is awesome. All right. The whole gang is here. Let's go. Rare candy. I thought I messed up there. And we're using both of these, but I think it's not that bad. So, honestly, the main thing is we don't have a supporter. But our hand's fine. Let's go for the Kingly Impact. Look at us. I draw into these dark energies way too early in a lot of games, and it's like, I don't need these. But with Nidoking, it's pretty nice. 2 attachments. It's perfect to be able to use our second attack or first attack. And if they attack us here, it doesn't look like they are, but if they were to, we unfortunately would actually die. We would do 2 KO'd, but we could Tainted Horn them, and then that would actually probably be the best case scenario, actually. If they hit us first, then we hit them. We will knock them out going back into their turn, even though we would die. Or maybe, I mean, it obviously wouldn't be good to lose a Nidoking, but I was having it where I would hit them first, and then they would hit me, and then I would want to maybe retreat to prevent them from knocking me out with a guy the following turn, and you can't boss switch your guy because you'd have to switch their guy, and then they wouldn't be poisoned and whatever, so. But, alright. Thankfully, it doesn't look like they're attacking. The poison messes with my head. But it is pretty decent, is all. Alright, going for the boss. We just need an energy when we have Ariana. So I think we'll be alright. Okay. They have the unfair stamp. I mean, I think we have plenty of cards. And there it is, we have the Giovanni. We're gonna knock out the Dracloak with an energy, I think. Charizard is scary, but we could copy with Mimikyu, which is funny, but I mean, we'll need damage. Wonder if Defiance Band could be kind of funny with that too. Ooh. Nah, I think we do just play this. Get rid of this guy with the energy. I don't know how many bosses, I didn't check, but I don't remember seeing only one. Let's go for the Kingly Impact. Maybe it would have been better to hit Fez, but I kind of want to just delay them being able to attack. Have we seen a rare candy yet? That's nice, we can get stuff with that. See, Poffin's coming in handy. Yeah, they can go rare candy potentially right now, and it looks like they might be actually doing that. And Charizard has 330, so it doesn't get knocked out by Tainted Horns. Going back into their turn. But we actually could go Poffin for Mimikyu and Transceiver for another boss. Or hit that thing. Iono? Damn. Well, we have plenty of other Transceivers, I think. We have the Mimikyu and double Nidoqueen. Think we put them all down. We haven't seen Monkey Dory yet. That'd be a reason not to put down the Mimikyu, since Articuno doesn't protect us from that. They're probably just getting, what? Another ghost, maybe Charmeleon? Charmander, that makes sense, because this guy's getting sacrificed. Hopefully we get a supporter Transceiver. A rare candy. We'll play that. I think we just play everything, including the Proton, just to thin out stuff. Although if we draw the stadium, we'd rather have a supporter in our hand to play, but I think it'd be better just to thin out stuff. We have 3 targets, probably. 2. That's pretty good. So we prized a male Nidoran. Got cards in our hand for fodder for Secret Box. And we'll go for the Tainted Horn this time. Not that it matters. If we were not knocking things out with damage, it would be nice because then they wouldn't get Fez. There we go! We needed that. And so far I haven't... like very early, people were not realizing that Articuno protects our basics. But I don't think this guy's gonna forget that. So he'll probably put damage counters on these things. We actually need a Evolve our Nidorino. I would love to be hand disrupted again because we need to evolve that actually. Because we'd be in a tricky spot if they... Because we actually prized our other one too. All right, hopefully they don't put all of them on this. Oh, they didn't realize it. All right, well that's pretty good. All right, so yeah, Mimikyu is protected. All right, here we put the dark on this. We can always put a single dark on this later. We can search for this. The other one we can't. And now we go for the Tainted Horn. They will die going back into their turn. We're gonna die, obviously. Also, if they retreat and go Charizard, they're still hit. We'd still knock them out with a Nidoqueen. Maybe I should have put the double energy on Nidoqueen, because actually, if we whiff Nidoking, you know. But I have faith we're not gonna whiff. Hopefully, I don't know. We haven't played a whole lot of stuff. We've played 6 cards, but we have a ton of cards on the board. 32 cards left in deck. All right, yeah. So it looks like they're gonna be retreating this, going Charizard. Also, I kind of forgot about Mimikyu, to be honest. I could have attacked with Mimikyu. Charizard's attack, it's for the amount of prizes our opponent has taken. That was messing with my head, so like, it's not like we're gonna copy and do what they would do. So we've taken 3, but they've taken 0. So we'd only do 180. All right. We're doing 270. Okay. Something good, please. Yes, that's not bad. It's not great though. We could bring this guy up. This guy actually hits for 120. We're just short. I don't really want to give up. I think I'd want to give up this guy, if anything. I think I do bench that, and I can Giovanni to stall. Nothing, I mean, getting a little damage on this would be decent. But Yeah, I think we bring up Fez. Do that. Hopefully I'm not forgetting something, but yeah, we don't have Nidoking in play, so this guy's not going to do anything. Then I think we do put this on him. And we'll end. There aren't even prizes too. Dang it. Interesting. All right, they're going after it, so then they can use Dragapult. So I kind of want to just sacrifice Mimikyu now. How many bosses, counter catchers? They have like no cards left in deck compared to us. Yeah, here if we had our stadium in play, we would have been able to draw 2 cards when we played Proton to Thin, when we played Giovanni that turn. All right, and that was our last Giovanni. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Whoops, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Well, hopefully we can top deck out of this. We had a really good start. A Nidoking would get us somewhere. And we're going to be tied on prizes now. But we're going to sacrifice this thing if we have nothing else. Ooh, that's good. Okay. And I don't know if I want to play this now. Actually, Night Stretcher would be good. So I don't think we want to play that. I think we play Ariana. We don't get Night Stretcher. We get this though. We also have Ultra Ball, so we can attack. We have Vessel too, so we can attack with the other thing. We can discard this. But we are going to give up 2 prizes. But if they take 2 prizes, Defiance Band will be active. And maybe we could still Mimikyu copy Charizard for game. I don't know. That'd be kind of funny with the Defiance Band. I think we do this and draw first. I mean, I could play Ultra Ball. I think that's fine. It would increase our odds to see one of the recovery cards that I was kind of thinking. So discard both of these for Nidoking. I should have maybe checked to see how many energies were in there. Oh, okay, we can copy Charizard here. Do we copy Charizard instead of putting up Nidoking? Then we have no more Rockets energies, but I think that's okay. And we're going to be hitting them for 270. I think that's fine. We're definitely going to evolve this. Then our Nidoking is super healthy. Then they can only take 1 prize unless they have boss. If we were to retreat this and attack them, they're going to retreat and get a hit off on Nidoqueen, Nidoking, and kill our Mimikyu. So then we do this. If they have a Gust, they could still do that, but... Yep, Burning Darkness, that's pretty good. So now we don't even need to have Nidoking in play to knock this thing out. We can knock it out easy with Nidoqueen. But really, it's just going to come down to if they have Gust here, I think. If they can get a hit on our Nidoking. Counter Catcher isn't live, and they've played 1 boss. They don't get Fez, they have 2 Dracloaks. Need to really hope that we have a... I think we have both Darks. I think I did check Dark Energies at the start of the game. I think maybe we prized 1, but I think we have at least 1 in there for Vessel. Okay, that's fine. Don't have Gust. Just don't have Gust. And then we maybe don't lose. What I want right now, actually, I'm going to hand disrupt them. And we're going to be able to knock them out with the Tainted Horns poison. That'll be pretty good. So we'll see less cards at least. We need Articuno though. No! Frick, man. They had everything. I mean, they didn't have everything, but they have... What do they do? Well, they have a Super Rod too. They have every card in their hand in their deck, so... Every card in their deck in their hands. They bumped Stadium, and then they had Boss. I mean, it's... They didn't have everything. That wasn't too many things to have. It's not ridiculous. But they didn't hit this guy. Huh. I mean, we're obviously not going to put this guy up because they just need to take one more prize. We have Proton. We're going to discard that. Yeah. Or do I discard Rare Candy? Because Proton could get us Articuno. I haven't played a single Transceiver, so maybe I discard a Transceiver. No, I think we discard Proton. It's too... Transceivers are too good. Get both of them. Yeah, we have Nidorina. But Rare Candy and Nidoqueen would protect our guy from getting knocked out by 2 Dragapult pings. Super Rod, Night Stretcher, Factory, Defiance Bands. We don't want to play the Defiance Band, actually. Actually, I don't think it matters. And then we have the Archer. So, yep. Also, if they set up another one of these, that would be a problem. Archer. Because we wouldn't be able to take it out. And we have no more Gust. And that Gust I played early didn't really make a difference at all, too, so. Secret Box could get us a... an Articuno down. Would that even matter? I don't think so. I mean, the only thing is we just want to be able to attack with our second attack next turn, because right now everything gets dead except for Fez. So maybe we do play the Secret Box just to get stuff out of here. Discard that, discard that, discard that. Get the... that for that guy, that for that guy, that for the thing. And then we have Ariana. Could get Petrel in case we want to grab something. Yeah. So we'll put this guy up there. Oh wait, it doesn't even matter if they, well, if they attack with another Dragapult, they can't. There's no way they can attack with another Dragapult. So we shouldn't have to worry about that. So do I play this? Honestly, this would be better used for an energy, wouldn't it? I think. And then we are doing 130. So I think it's fine to play this. Now we do knock out Fez, so we don't even need the energy. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this won't activate Fez still. I think we're fine. I don't think we needed to do anything else with the Night Stretcher. Come on, it'd be awesome if we pulled this out. Pulled this off. Pulled this. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh no, they win. I forgot they can just win with an energy. I mean, they still needed to get the energy, to be fair. That was pretty close. Charizard just, yeah, you know, it just kills everything once you've taken once you've taken 5 prizes. Pretty close game. Pretty good. I don't know how many fire energies they play. I think there was a chance they didn't get it. I forgot Charizard can knock out anything. So I was like, we're safe for a turn. Besides for forgetting that, I think we like did almost everything we could They were able to take a 2-prize turn, but the second, or the 2-prize turn actually wouldn't have mattered because they would have then just had 2 prizes left instead of 1. And they just needed to knock out the Nidoking. And my best bet was probably, well, then I could have put up Nidoqueen instead of Nidoking. So I guess actually maybe it did matter because then I could have put up the Nidoqueen. All right, we have the Proton. That's pretty good. But I think, I don't know, are we going first or second? We're going second, but we have TM Evo too. Our deck is so good. Dang. Nice. And they have Budu, but like, doesn't even matter. Or won't matter when it comes back around. We're gonna be able to get down all of our stuff with the Transceiver. Now the only thing is this Ultra Ball. Okay, Ursaluna's coming down pretty early. Ursaluna's hitting the active pretty early. This guy's got a pretty big retreat cost. They must have Latias. Alright. And this guy will be in the active. So we could technically just use it again. You know, TM Evo kind of a second time. We have Petrel, we have the Protons, we have 2 boss. Oh yeah, in the last game too, if I had saved a boss, that could have made a difference. If I knocked out the Charizard instead of that Dragapult on that turn. Articuno, Mimikyu, 3/2/2. So we prized a Nidorina. And we have 2/2/2. 2 rare candies. We have the secret box. We have a rod. We have a Night Stretcher. We have the Defiance Bands. We got like everything we need. All right, I'm gonna play this. Boom, boom, boom. And so I always forget. Let's do this. Draw. Maybe play this Ultra Ball early because I don't know why they would have retreated if they're not going to be able to retreat this thing again. We're definitely doing this. Kind of sucks that we have Ultra Ball Secret Box and I think we're going to get Budu'd. But I mean, we can always Ariana. I could Ultra Ball away Secret Box. I don't know what's going on. We're going to be able to draw plenty of cards, I think, so. And we can always TM Evo this at worst. So we're going to evolve this guy and evolve the bench. Oh, we can't evolve the active. Damn it. Just kidding. All right, we can't evolve the active because this isn't Nidorina's ability or Nidorina's attack. I forgot. I think it's okay. We can always retreat. We have another energy in hand too. Okay. I'm very confused. Why is this guy in the active spot? Why don't you just leave the Budu? Now I am not even getting item. Oh, okay, they have Jet. Okay. Got me. All right. Okay, that's not bad. Now we can retreat into this guy. And I think that's probably what we'll do. We'll play this, draw some cards. Okay, a bunch of the same for the most part. Draw some more cards. All right. That's okay. We are weak to fighting. So we kind of want to start attacking pretty quick. No way they'd have everything, right? So we're going to evolve, I think, the 2 of these. Choose 2 of your darks. Yeah, we're going to evolve the active and the Nidoking. Then we can knock out with a Nidoqueen, and then we have the King. So we're attacking for 1 energy. We'll knock out Conkeldurr this way. Then we want to start getting out more of this. And we actually probably want to get out a second one of these too. And probably chase down their Pidgey. Yeah, we want to kill that guy. If I had a boss... No, they have Conkeldurr already. They're also going to need Brute Bonnet. Pokegear. All right, well, that's Brute Bonnet. I think maybe I Proton this next turn and just get down. No. Articuno and Mimikyu won't matter. I mean, Mimikyu for a pivot if we want to do the whole boss combo and attack with the guy who is already in the active spot. I can Petrel, but I'm not going to be able to play anything. I think it's probably just going to be a Proton factory. And I'll bench more female Nidorinas. Nidorans. Yeah. That would have gotten us our thing. Alright. Proton. Get this, and we'll get this. Effects of attacks. Yeah, I don't think we need that. And then we will draw. Ooh! Next turn, though. Next turn. All right, and then we'll play this. And I want to put this on him. But we can just get dead, but... They need Iono, Counter Catcher, Boss. I mean, we're going to give them... I'm going to give them Counter Catcher if I take this knockout. But because they're a single prize attacking deck, we kind of need to start attacking. I mean, we do have single prizers too, though. Would it be better to not knock this out or knock it out? Arvin, Trolley. I think I am going to put that on him. And then... I mean, maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe it's never a good idea to attack with it here. And I think I'm going to put down the Mimikyu. And... I mean, it's going to be annoying if they're able to keep item locking us. So I think I do knock this out. They have to Iono us and boss us or counter catcher us. It's possible we could get out another Nidoking. Like, our hand's full of everything good, you know what I'm saying? So... It's also annoying we can't knock out Pidgey in one hit. Rare Candy Mochi for Pidgeots. Yeah, this guy's doing way too much damage. Maybe chasing this thing would be fine. I think that might be a decent idea. Oh yeah, they need that in order to attack too. I guess Arvin... Oh no, does Arvin give him counter catcher? Well, nope, they didn't play it. Oh, they just get the boss, okay. All right, well, I'm going after that Brute Bonnet. I think that's the plan. If I chase down Brute Bonnet, if they only have 2, depending on how many booster capsules they have, that's what we do. We can get Rare Candy the thing out. Rare Candy Nidoking. We'll need another one of these guys. Okay. We go... I think I want to Super Rod those back, but... Yeah, we're going to Super Rod it, and then we will... We could Petrel for Rare Candy, or we could Secret Box. I don't think we need the Secret Box though now, so... And I can Ultra Ball for Nidorina, and I can Poffin for another male Nidoran. I think we get these. I don't know if we need this. Or maybe it'd be fine to leave that in the discard because we have a Night Stretcher. So we can get that back that way. Yeah, let's do that. Put all those back. I want to see what's in the deck here. So we have 2 Nidokings. Okay. Then we have 1 Nidoqueen. So we prized a Nidoqueen. We prized a Nidorina, I think. We have 2 Rare Candies, which is huge. And yeah, okay. So we're gonna go Petrel. for the rare candy. Play the Ultra Ball for discard Proton and discard Ariana. I could have drawn 2 cards before I did this. I should have probably done that. I don't know if we're gonna need this. I'm scared. Also, like, I'm most scared of getting Iono to a low hand size and not having stuff. Oh, I made a mistake. I was going to see. Fuck. I was not going to kill this turn. Oh well. All right. I think we're going to get rid of this. I messed up. I freaking forgot that we were going to. I needed the secret box this turn in order to do the thing with the Brute Bonnet and not play Petrel. That was what I should have done. That's what I meant to do. But maybe they won't have Gust, Timber, everything this turn. I'm gonna get rid of that, I think. And we'll just attack with this guy. I could play another. Actually, I should play Ultra Ball. Fuck! I should have kept that so I could discard it. Damn it. Oh well. Mistakes are being made. And yeah, I wish I didn't do that. All right, we'll grab this guy because we need to have another one of those queued up. Because I can't rare candy both things next turn. And then we'll evolve this guy. Whoopses. Here we go. All right. So what I should have done was played Secret Box for rare candy instead of Petrel. So then I could have used Boss or Giovanni to get up the Brute Bonnet. I would have then had to play. Yep, there it is. Prize. We're tied on prizes. I guess I can get another boss. But no way they have that many bosses. I don't think they probably have more than 2. So if they boss our Nidoking right now, we can get out another one with Secret Box. And then they shouldn't be able to gust it back up unless we get a head on prizes, and they could counter catch it. So, but we're going to lose because they're gonna take all the prizes really fast. Okay, so that is a problem because of the losing part. Maybe we'll get the Brute Bonnet this turn. Get Brute Bonnet this turn. That'll be it. Yeah. You're big and strong, Conkeldurr, and you're cool. But it's not everything. It's not everything being big, strong, and cool. All right, you're dead, Brute Bonnet. I need Secret Box. To Secret Box. Secret Box. I definitely don't need this anymore because if they kill Nidoking, we lose. So discard that. Probably discard this. What am I getting off of this? I'll get another Transceiver. I don't know if we have another one of these, so that's why I don't want to get rid of it. I guess we'll get rid of this. Because I need rare candy. I can Night Stretcher for the Nidoking, can't I? It'd be better to not, because we won't need another one. I think I have to get rid of this. Yeah, we'll do that. Rare candy. That. And then we'll get Ariana or another boss. Yeah, we'll get another boss. And I'm gonna have to Ultra Ball away or Night Stretcher, but Night Stretcher could be better used for something else. So we'll grab these. I'll draw the 2. Just kidding. I'll boss up, then I'll draw the 2. Boom. Boom. Draw the 2. There it is. Nice. Don't gust him. That wouldn't be nice. And now... Night Stretcher for energy. I think that actually makes more sense. And then I can Ultra Ball away. Nidoran. With Defiance Bands, we could knock out this with Nidoking. So that could be how we win the game. Down one of those. I mean, I'm banking on them not being able to attack me also. I get rid of this, and I get rid of the Factory or the Archer. I'm banking on them not attacking me, so... It is what it is. Okay, and maybe I shouldn't play Night Stretcher because this is my last Nidoqueen. It won't matter. It won't matter because I cannot... They just need 2 more prizes, so I don't need more than 2 Nidoqueens. And I... Night Stretcher for the thing? Night Stretcher for the thing. And do I put it on? No. Well, double team Rocket Energy that. That'll be the plan for that. And then I'll put this on him. Although we could knock out Fez with this, so we'll save it. Okay. They just need Arven, and they can knock this thing out. But they also need to get another guy queued up. They need another Conkeldurr going. It's possible. They're down 2 boss. All right. Well, that guy's in hands. Arven will get them Nest Ball, Capsule. So then they can attack with the Conkeldurr. Gravity Mountain. Ha! I have another Factory. And we kind of need a Team Rocket's energy this turn to put on the Nidoking so that when they do attack with the Ursaluna, we can kill it immediately. Although we will have a free turn, but they probably have multiple jets. Wait a second, we can kill Pidgeot. We can kill Pidgeot now. We could also kill Pidgeot with Nidoking. It's still probably worth bumping the Factory though. No, they get Brock Scouting. So are they just buying a turn? No. Okay, they're putting down... So Fez is even... Oh. We have a chance. We don't knock out a 2-prizer though this turn. Because we don't want to give them a counter catcher. Okay. And they can't gust. If they have Prime Catcher, I'm going to be pissed. No, they have Trolley, so they can't have Prime Catcher. We're knocking out Brute Bonnet. That's for sure. I think... wait a second. It's not going to matter, because they can kill us with Bear. So I have to put up Nidoking. I have to put up Nidoking because they just need 1 more prize. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have put that Nidoking down so early. I mean, I can go after this, but then they just need to knock out with this guy. They don't even need an energy to do that. And I can't attack with Nidoking, so... Is there any way to win this? I don't think so. Shh. I have no idea. Let's just knock this thing out. Let him win. It's fine. I don't think there's anything I can do here. Just because they knocked out the 2 Nidoking so easily and early. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to do. If I didn't put the Nidoking down, they would have been behind a turn, maybe. But yeah, I'm just gonna scoop it up. I don't know why they didn't promote Ursaluna. Well, usually you wouldn't have to worry about fighting decks. I mean, doesn't change the fact that we just got destroyed by Conkeldurr, but usually your Nidoking shouldn't be getting one-shotted. Lose a coin flip. I mean, the deck's still functioning fine. I mean, it's just in that one especially, like, our Nidokings are just getting destroyed. Nice, we get to go first. Nidoqueen is a good attacker. I think just not benching it as early as I did. All right, here we have nothing. We could use something. I mean, we have something for next turn, but we would really like a Transceiver or Proton or one of Poffin. Even an Energy actually would be okay, because maybe we could get an attack with Nidoking next turn if they're not an aggressive deck. But I anticipate probably getting Budooed if they chose second, but I don't know. Okay, stage 2 deck. Proton, let's go! All right, I need to close the deck list. I had it open. This could be a Dragapult deck. We have all of our guy. No, we prized one of that one. We have those. I don't want to get Articuno until we know. We shouldn't be able to, have a too hard of a time. Finally, we prized one Nidorino, 2 Nidoking still. Nidoking looks sick. We have our Petrel. We have Secret Boxes prized. So that'd be a pretty good prize. We have all of our energies. We have the Define Spans. We have Recovery. Yeah, looking pretty good. We'll draw 2 cards. I've forgotten to use this a couple times. And we get the Ultra Ball. I really don't want to get Budooed. That would suck, because we have no energies, and we're really not going to be able to play our hand down to play Ariana, but I don't want to Ultra Ball away any of these cards. They're pretty good. So I just gonna hope they don't Budoo us, I guess. I think Charizard, for the most part, is the Dragapult playing, or the Pidgey playing deck. So I guess Conkeldurr. Maybe another Conkeldurr. Please, God, don't be another Conkeldurr. Please. No, Conkeldurr doesn't play Poffin, so no, it shouldn't be. All right, Budoo Charmander. All right, we are getting Budooed. Not great. Did that make the screen go dark for a second? I'm sorry if it did. Cool, they're benching Shaman for no reason. Oh yeah, I was thinking Sneasel in the first. Let's go! Let's go! This is great. Okay, we can do Rare Candy, I guess. I don't think they play TM Devo. I would love to kill something. I mean, I think we're just gonna Rare Candy out the Nidoqueen, because we have it in hands. Then we'll play the Nidorino on the bench guy. And then we'll Ariana. And then Factory. This guy, he does 30, so it's not like we're killing this. But they're going to be doing nothing like for a minute, so maybe we do play it on the active, because if we draw the energy, then we can attack this at least. I think that's fine. Then we'll play Ariana. All right. Could play a Poffin to thin. Keep the cards in our hands. Play the Poffin, what would he get? We don't see Dragapult, so I don't think we'll need Sneasel or Articuno. Could play the Mimikyu, just to, or yeah, get the Mimikyu down to have a pivot. Sure. Get the Mimikyu. Then out a card. Draw 2. All right, we don't get any energy still, which isn't great, but let's find that this guy's in the active, I guess. And then they would have definitely gotten a Dreepy if they were playing Dragapult, so I think we bench that guy. Now we can attack with a boss and an energy next turn. And we can attack with Nidoqueen. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, we don't have that at the moment. So we're going to end. Hopefully we can just draw into an energy. Cool. Charizard seems pretty tough though, because... Oh, and killing his Pidgeot would actually be... Pidgeot, whatever, would be better than going after anything else probably. But they do so much damage. Alright, if we get energy, we're going after it, so... Alright, they're playing it slow. Because they could have just taken a knockout here, but... We'll take it. And our Nidorino would have died. Yeah, we can start attacking with the Nidoqueen would be best. Maybe we could even gust up Charizard to get the first hit, but I think going after Pidgeot would just be so good. Darn it. We haven't seen an energy, and I think there's plenty in the deck. So I think we're gonna get it. This might not be a great idea, but I'm going to boss up. Although if we go on odd prizes, then eventually they're going to hit us for the max damage. I think this is actually the play. I think I go after the Charizard, and then we just need any energy, and we can attack with Nidoqueen. Come on. Let's go! Nice. We could have hit them with Mimikyu, actually. Huh. That seems better. We're just gonna hit him with Mimikyu. We're hitting for 180 still, then we get to keep the Nidoqueen. We'll lose our pivot. And Mimikyu could actually be better later. So, man, if only we had like 190 HP, then Charizard wouldn't KO us. That would be cool. And we'll keep it for the pivoting. Then we'll hit him with the Love Impact. Love. And we do to a KO. So that's good. First hit on the Charizard. We have Nidoqueen with Ultra Ball for next turn. We just need an energy. They have another Charizard easily. Hopefully they don't have Pidgeots. Cool. Looks like their hand's dead. Let's go. Okay. So need to not whip the attack, obviously. I could Transceiver for the Petrel to guarantee the energy. And then hold on to Ariana. And then we'll Ultra Ball away. I mean, we'd still have to Ultra Ball away something. That seems better though, just to guarantee the attack. Okay, yeah. As long as Vessel's in the deck. Okay, we have Vessel. We have plenty of Darks. And we'll go Rare Candy here. And then we have 2 Nidoqueens, and we have Night Stretcher Super Rod. Yeah. We're gonna have to get rid of a bunch of cards though. We'll get the draw 2. So we'll draw, do we draw 2 before or after Vessel? I think I'd rather Vessel. Well, if I draw into energy, then I could maybe just discard the Vessel. We'll just do this. Cool, that kind of works. Let me get even more energy this way. Then we will discard Proton and Transceiver, I think, is better. Keeping Factory and keeping Ariana seems better. because both would help us play out of like Ionos later on. And we can't play Transceiver if we're item locked. No, I meant the rare candy. Shit. Fuck. Damn it. It's okay. Maybe. Okay. Well, that was a mistake. Man. All right. Well, we did a pretty good job besides for that. Pretty good besides for that. Okay, Proton. We got another Nidoran. That's actually pretty good. And they promoted Budu, so they're probably stuck. Obviously, I can't play Transceiver for boss, so that doesn't matter under Budu. And we can at least play, we can play Proton. Draw 2 off of Factory. No, they do boss. What's coming up? The Nidoking. This isn't terrible, actually, though, because they're not going to do, like, any damage. I don't even think they're going to put us in range of Charizard. Charizard is doing 240 now. That's pretty good. I think we just killed the Charmeleon. Yep. See you, Charmeleon. I'm gonna draw 2 cards now. Give me an evolution. Nope. Well, we're putting this guy down. And I'm feeling pretty good right now. That is all of our Gusts. But they have been breaking like horribly, so. All right, up comes Budu. I mean, unless they get rare candy something. But even still, we'll 2-hit KO with Charizard when we're gonna knock out a 1-prizer here. Okay, we're gonna play Proton and then, that's not bad. We're gonna play Proton to thin, then draw with our Stadium. And that dark energy is going on this Nidoking. Still no evolutions. But that makes it so we can't like be trapped. So now we just need an energy to retreat anything or attack with Nidoking. I could TM Evo, but I don't think that's worth it. I think we just take prize. I mean, would TM Evo have been worth it? I don't think so. They literally have no attackers down, so. Yeah, we're just kind of getting fortunate and they're not. Although we haven't gotten like super lucky. I don't know. They've gotten way unlucky though at the same time. All right, I can't play. Well, I can. Yeah, I can. All right, let's play some stuff of all of our things. Discard this. Discard that. Yeah, we'll just discard that. No, discard that. Get our Nidorina. I love this guy. Gonna play this. Discard that. Get that. And we'll just put a dark on that guy. And that's fine, I think. And with love and impact. I don't think we really need to do a whole lot. I think this is pretty much wrapped up, but just in case. So then we have a Nidoqueen queued up and it can't get trapped without energy. Can't kill Pidgeots. But if they have no other bench guys, we could. It is kind of cool that you can play, oh, they have ghosts. You can play this boss card without them having a Pokemon in play. Let's go! Because it's a switch before it's a gust. So I have had that come up where you're able to use it just for the switch effect. All right, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Not too bad. I definitely want to get one more. I think this will be it though. It's probably, let me see how long these, this is 15, 20, 22, and 14. So we're over an hour already. But we've only gotten 3 games. So I want to get one more. The more the better. The more I hopefully get some different matchups, but you never know with the ladder. Maybe we're up against a Hops deck. We get to go first. And the Hops coin, maybe a Hops deck. Okay, we got the Proton. And actually Hops deck would kind of be pretty rough. Because we have no protection. No bench protection, no Shaman. We have Steel Sleeves. Fuck, it's Golden Go, dude. I think this matchup is bad. We're gonna have to chain Nidoqueens. They don't play any Terras, probably, unless they're playing Dragapult. Alright. Well, I mean, we got the rare candy. We can Nidorina next turn. Yeah. Boom, boom. No. Boom, boom. Just in case they chase it down. And we have an extra one in hand, so that's pretty good. I don't think we'll have to worry about Dragapults right now. So we prized we prized 2 Nidorinas. We prized 1 Nidoqueen. We prized 1 Nidoking. I think we still get 2 male Nidorans because we don't want them to get killed and have nothing. Are we prized? No, we have the pink card. We have energies. We have that Rod, Poffin, Petrel. Okay, we're fine. Do that. Do that. Do that. I think I Ultra Ball away Mimikyu for... Well, actually, it might be better to... Well, we'll need energy anyway. So yeah, I think we... This on this. Get some energies. And it's possible we can Ultra Ball away... or not Ultra Ball. We can go Rare Candy and start attacking next turn. That would probably be best. We'd have to discard some stuff here, but... That's okay. We can even kill them with Scratch, because they're weak to us. Oh, that's not good either. Oh, no. We're not one-shotting Golden Go, so they're gonna be able to... And do they have Dreepies also, is the question. Oh, good. I discarded Mimikyu, but... and here comes the TM... What do we go after? Dreepy? Or get the first hit on a Golden Go? Or just kill Monkey Dory. I mean, I don't know. This dark energy is trapped on this guy. I can go Secret Box, discard male Nidoran, energy, Nidorina for Ultra Ball, Ariana, supporter. I think we do that. Super Rod wasn't prized, so we'll be able to put stuff back. And then we can get an attack here. But we are killing the active. Oh, and we're killing it without even having a Nidoking down. Sure, that's fine. Maybe we'll get it though. Play that. I might want to discard this, so let's do this. Okay, we get the Nidoqueen. Not bad. We could stretch her for the Nidorina. That seems pretty good. We have Petrel. And Nidoking. I don't want to put that down yet. Hopefully they don't have hand disruption. Yeah, I don't want to put that guy down. I think we just want to start taking knockouts. Rare Candy Nidoqueen. There it is. And then I'm going to Ultra Ball away, TM Evo, Petrel. For this guy. And then I'm going to Night Stretcher for a Nidorina. Okay. And we'll keep everything in hands. We have the Transceiver. Yeah, this doesn't seem too bad. Getting a prize. Maybe they won't have a knockout. Probably, they're probably gonna have a knockout, but we'll be able to get the first hit on them. I mean, Monkey Dory's damage isn't going to make a difference in terms of like not 2-hit KOing them. And actually, it may never make a difference where they're actually going to get a knockout with the extra damage they get from it. So I think we just go aggressive and hopefully we can be okay. We can maybe hit him with an archer here. That would be good. But I'm down in energy and I'm down on Night Stretcher. Down 2 energies and a Night Stretcher. Bez, thank you. When you get an extra, that's a 2 prizer we can knock out. I guess we could knock out Gold and go with the Defiance Band actually too. And we're gonna go behind eventually. Hey, all right. That's actually not that bad. Maybe we get Articuno with that. Do we even need it though? We're definitely putting up the Nidorina. We'll have bench space for it. We'll have bench space for Articuno. I think it's fine to put it down. And they have to get rid of a lot of energies. Yeah, some hand disruption here would be good. We won't even activate Fez. Ultra Ball. So I could Ultra Ball for the Nidoqueen, and then we just need an energy off of the Transceiver. But we also don't have our Stadium in play now. How many energies are in here? 4. I think we need to be disruptive. I don't know if we'll be able to win otherwise, to be honest, so. Though at the same time, I mean, like, they need such few energies, but they're gonna have to start using superiors to knock us out. Also, if we hit them with 60, no, we don't even knock them out. Have I discarded just a male Nidoran? And I played 1 rare candy already. I don't want to lose boss. I could discard I could discard both of these. It's either that or I discard boss. Like I want to get the Nidoqueen before playing this for Archer. I have a Super Rod. I think we'll be okay. Hopefully. I think we have to keep that. Oh god, alright, this is the last Nidoqueen. We have a Nidorina in deck. We have another boss in deck. And we have the Archer, okay. All right, come on. We're seeing energy. Maybe they don't. It's possible they don't even get the knockout too. A Stadium would be good. Let's go. Okay, we have to use this, but maybe they whiff. So, and with a love impact. Nice. Now we need to find our rod. Oh, they're just drawing 6 cards. There's 5 cards. 2 with each Dracloak, 1 with Golden Go, 1 with their top deck. Hopefully they don't find a superior. They need 4 energies. That won't let them do Monkey Dory. All right, they're seeing another card. All right, well, that's the knockout. Now I need rare candy. You know what? I think I have to promote Nidoking. It's either promote Nidoking or hope I get rare candy Nidoqueen. And I don't have a Nidoqueen in the deck. So I would also need Super Rod and Ultra Ball and rare candy. That would have to be my hands and 2 cards that I want to discard. No. Oh, that's just mean. All right, well. They're going to save an energy this way, but I'm going to shuffle it back into the deck because we're going to Archer them. And actually, this is kind of funny. By them doing this, now we can knock them out with... Oh, dang it. All right, they're not saving energy. Well, they'll save an energy for later. But we can knock them out with Nidoking's Poison. I think it makes sense to promote Nidoking. You got the Rocket. We'll play the Archer. Maybe get a Super Rod right now. That'd be good. Factory. That's fine. We have nothing in the deck. Nope. All right, we need that Rod. Another Rod would be nice. Put it on him. On that. This is actually pretty good. We'll play this. And then we will Archer. No Rod. And we drew the one of the cards we would TM Evo. Give us a Rod, man. Let's go! That's huge. Okay. So we can get... we have 1 Nidorina in deck. So I think we get 1, 1, 1. Or I get 2 Nidoqueens and not a Nidorina. I think we need 2 Nidoqueens. Or is the plan to force them to try and make them go through 2 Nidokings at this point? Because they only have 4 prizes left. It would be better to make them go through... It would be better to make them go through... Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And we have Nidorina in deck. I think that's what we do. Maybe I should have gotten Mimikyu. I think that's fine. No. We definitely don't want it. Mimikyu. If I put this down, it gives them a Monkey Dory target, but hopefully it's all right. And we'll evolve those. Sure. I put back a Nidoqueen and an energy. Yeah. All right. We actually needed the energy maybe too, so. All right, they're gonna be able to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards without playing a supporter. We're not dead though. With a superior. They already played their Energy Search Pro. We will knock them out with Poison. I don't know if I should have benched that other Nidoran though. Okay, well that will get them. If they have energy, superior energy retrieval vessel, we're still dead. That would be super lame. But it would probably make the most sense. And if they do that, I think I'm just going to forfeit and we're going to call it there. I think this is a horrible matchup. I think this one is pretty rough. I don't know though. That doesn't really matter. I guess our Defiance band is turned off. If we were ever able to get 2 energies attached to Nidoking. Probably on the little guy. Yep. Do you have superior Earthen Vessel? I think they always play Earthen Vessel, right? So it's 1. I think there's absolutely no chance after they if they do knock this thing out. But oh, they don't have it. Wow. Wait, no, it could just be in their hand. Frick. All right. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I'm sorry, but I think that's where we gotta call it. I mean, I gave it my best shot. We've played, that was a 16-minute game. We played, it's been quite a bit of time. I'm trying to play quick, but I know I do not play very fast. But what kind of matchups did we get? We got Dragapult, Charizard Pidgeot, Conkeldurr, and then Golden Go. I think against Dragapult, Charizard, or just Charizard Pidgeot, I think we're actually a decent time into them. Against Conkeldurr, we're getting hit for weakness, and that's horrible. And playing Golden Go is basically like playing Raging Bolt, except they're even more annoying. I think Golden Go is probably even more difficult than Raging Bolt because they just have draw on board. Raging Bolt at least has like they have the owl. They need, you know, to play the evolutions and stuff. They don't have any draw otherwise, so maybe we can stick them with you know, with an archer and have it be a little bit more disruptive. But we archered them twice. They got knockouts both times still. But I still think this is a pretty fun deck and actually not too bad for running 2 stage 2s without, you know, neither of them have abilities, neither of them have broken attacks, but they kind of have, they maybe not as a synergy, but like synergy with each other's cards, and the attacks aren't, you can still win games with it is all. But it was a pretty fun deck. I definitely wanted to try it out. I was really excited that they kind of have some synergy just with the being able to attack for 1 energy or whatever. But that'll be it. Thank you for hanging out. If you're interested in trying out the deck, there'll be a thing in the description. I think I mentioned a couple things throughout the videos, like things I would maybe add, like another rod, another boss. I think those might have been it. But yeah, I pretty much like the deck list the way it is, to be honest. So if you're interested in trying it out, there'll be a thing in the description. And appreciate you hanging out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.